Seedmaster RCMs require programming prior to operating in the field. These RCMs come pre-programmed from the factory. However, occasionally, a profile will be required to be edited or reprogrammed due to configuration changes or some software updates. The following is a granular product control setup tutorial for Seedmasters using electric metering on Ultra SR setups. To begin, touch the RCM Working Set button. Then touch the Settings key, where you will land on the Applicator Setup tab. From here, touch the Change New button, and the Setup Wizard will begin. Select the drop-down box and choose New Profile, then touch Next. If you are utilizing a Viper 4 Plus, it will occasionally flash the screen and say Detecting Machine Configuration. This is normal. You will first enter a profile name, and since we are working on a Seedmaster Ultra SR, we are going to name this profile SR. All Seedmaster granular product machines are set up as air cart in the machine type field. The application width for an Ultra SR is 60 feet. Touch Next. A Seedmaster Ultra SR uses 4 products. This selection, however, should always be defaulted to the number of products as 4. If they are not installed or not used, you will select that on the next page. However, as mentioned, the Ultra SR does use 4 products. If there is more than one RCM online, you will need to make sure that you know which RCM comes first on the bus and label them appropriately here with this dropdown. The number of fans that are present on an Ultra SR setup is 2. Enable fan spinner RPM control is not applicable on any Seedmaster setup. Please leave this unchecked. The application type for product 1 and 2 on an Ultra SR is going to be granular seed. Products 3 and 4 will be set up as granular fertilizer. Touch Next. The application mode for electric meters on Ultra SR setups is granular meter per section. This requires a level 3 unlock installed on the RCM. If the correct RCM was ordered for your system, this unlock will already be present. However, in some cases, if a replacement RCM is being utilized, this unlock would need to be applied prior to setting up this RCM. On an Ultra SR setup, each tank has 4 meters on it in a meter per section setup. Select the number of meters as 4. These meters are of equal width, so leave equal width meters checked. You will do this for the next 3 products as well. Granular meter per section with 4 meters. Once you have completed this setup, you will click Next to move on to the next step in the process. There is no aux end setup, and then your section summary is displayed on the screen. 4 sections, 15 feet each for 60 feet. Product 4 resides on page 2. They are all correct. Your scale setup will be product scale, as there are scales present on all 4 tanks. Please ensure that they are enabled by checking off the boxes beside each product. If you know your scale calibration number, from previous setups on this machine, you can enter them here. However, they are not necessary, and the scales can be calibrated later on using your Seedmaster Ultra SR Operator's Manual. There are no height switches involved. Each fan has an RPM calibration setup of 2. Please enter them here. The fan RPM high and low limits are left at 0 from the factory, and the alarms are left unchecked. If you desire high-level alarms and low-level alarms, they can be entered here. Your fan RPM sensors need to be set up for the correct products. Products 1 and 2 will utilize RPM sensor 1 for seed, and RPM sensor 2, which is fertilizer, will be utilized for products 3 and 4. You will then set up your control valves for each product. These values should be defaulted in with the latest Seedmaster RCM Ultra SR software. The valve response should be defaulted to 35, the control deadband to 2, a valve delay of 1 second, and enable PWM smart control should not be checked. Your coil frequency will be 65 Hz, your PWM high limit will be 100, PWM load limit will be 1, and startup will be 0. Your calibration weight for the first product is a small seeds tank, and therefore can be set to 0.2, and the pulses per revolution for electric meter setups is 275.2. Your product 1 granular tank capacities remain at 0 as load cells are present. Your decimal shift should be set to 1. And then for a small seeds rate, you can enter 4 pounds, a rate bump of 0.1, a rate selection of rate bump or prescription, and display smoothing should remain checked. Your off rate alarm should be set to 30% with an alarm checked. You will do this for all subsequent products. For products 2, 3, and 4, your calibration will be set to 2. A fake granular weight application rate will be 150 pounds per acre with a rate bump of 5 pounds. Remember, the pulses per revolution for an electric meter are always set to 275.2. All other values can be duplicated for the last 3 products on the setup. Once you are finished the wizard and click Next, your setup summary will be displayed where you can click Next, and the RCM settings will be applied. If you had a previous Seedmaster Ultra SR on this system, the Viper 4 Plus will automatically detect the section groups and the ISO button will go green. However, if this is the first time it has had these section groups applied, it will be necessary for you to reapply the section groups. Go to the map function and then touch on the Seedmaster working set here. You can touch on your implement garage at the top, where it will take you to the configuration. To do the section group setup, to properly apply the settings, you will need to delete the booms permanently remove them, and since they are all tied together, you will need to remove all. And all you need to simply do to properly apply them is re-add them. Choose section cart group 1, and it will apply all 4 automatically. Your section groups are complete. And from here, should you so desire, your system settings will be showing now on the RCM working set. If you want, the main screen can be customized to have certain widgets present. To do this, go to Settings, go to System Settings, and Display Setup menu. You can choose the readouts that you feel are most important to you for your operation. For more information, including operators manual downloads such as the Ultra SR Operators Manual, please visit seedmaster.ca.